we don't think that the current system is working very well. I want to make sure universities are properly funded for the future and can rely upon that, and we've got to do that. I want to make sure that the way in which we finance higher education doesn't deter young people from going to university, especially from lower income backgrounds. And it is right to say that the numbers haven't gone backwards in the last few years, but it's also right to say there's a big gap in the opportunities available for young people from lower income backgrounds compared to the median or the upper median. And so I don't think we should be defending the status quo. There's a letter from some universities a few weeks ago which gave the impression that the status quo was working, and I don't think it is working that well for those kids. I think there is an issue about opportunity and aspiration. And the third thing is the current system is actually very expensive for the taxpayer, because on the basis of our current numbers, close to 50, half of students, 46%, are not going to pay back their fees in their working lifetime, and instead that's going to fall back to the taxpayer. And part of the point with fees was trying to get to a situation where graduates were making a greater contribution, and at the moment the new system compared to what they inherited from which builders was part of designing from us, at the moment the new system, the 9,000 fee rather than 3,000 fee, is actually just about going to break even or cost the taxpayer slightly more than the old system. So it's odd to raise the fee from 3,000 to 9,000 and end up costing the taxpayer the same or more. Doesn't really feel like that good an answer.
May I just come back in?
Of course you can.
If the student loan company has been such a disaster it can't recover 40 to 50% of the cost, what difference does it make to the Treasury?
Makes a huge difference. Because what's going on...
Well, but the Treasury could use, if they admit what's going to happen in the future, then the Treasury can use that money to support £6,000 fees.
Yeah, but what's going on at the moment is that all of that extra cost in the future is all going onto the national debt, and therefore going to the taxpayer. So so at the moment, the 9,000 fee is actually costing us rather a lot in the future because of those non-repayments. At the moment, though, because of the arcanities of our public finance system, it's all a bit hidden away. But that is the underlying reality. So I go back to what I said. I want a system which delivers funding for the universities, which has happened in the last 15 years. That's a good thing. We should carry that on. Secondly, which goes further in making it easier for young people from low middle income backgrounds to go to university. And thirdly, gives the taxpayer a better deal. And that's what we're working on at the moment. Now, the universities will say, are worried because we might disadvantage them. But the thing is, if you listen to what I said at the beginning, I don't want to disadvantage universities. I think it's one of our great strengths. But I'm not sure that at the moment this is a great finance